Howdy folks, and welcome back to this Let's Play of Stellaris. My name is Sonelias, and let's load the end of the last save game here. Alright, so we are back at our homeworld. The last episode I actually started building here some new structures. So here I'm replacing this hydroponic farm, as well as this one here, with in this instance the Academy Advanced Sciences and the Digitalia, sorry, what's the other one I'm building? It's not listed yet, but it should be here. Ministry of Benevolence. Anyways, let's look at the clock. Let's get the clock running once again. We had become the protector of the Oscox, and we also have become the guarantor of these guys here. So, I can demand their vassalage, which is interesting. I cannot become their protector, or can I? Okay, let's demand their vassalage. Okay. It should help us. I agree to, if you agree to defend us from the horrors of the galaxy, the Holy Aretharid Empire shall become your vassal. Perfect. Good. So these guys here, they are my protectorate. I've no longer got any guarantees in place, which is of course good. Those guys there I am protecting. These guys here are my rival at the moment, which of course makes sense. These guys here, no particular agreement with them at the moment. These guys here are mega aggressive to pretty much everything. I could of course form a non-aggression pact with them, which makes sense, I guess. But these guys here, okay, nothing's really happening with them as such. Anything else I can do here? No. No other treaties can be put in place. We do not want to drag your people into conflict, but it's clear that it would be beneficial for joining together against possible threats. I'm going to decline that. These guys here are mega aggressive. At least that's the impression I'm getting from them. Alright, let's kick up the game speed. Of course, we have a vacant slot where we want to put a... what do we want to put in there? New resource to be revealed. Neutronium ore. Okay, another month here for that Durasteel armor to become fully researched, and of course we're going to replace that with something entirely new. I was thinking of the Firestorm cannon, which, okay, or maybe the flak battery. Let's go for the flak battery in this instance. Okay. So this guy here. This guy here really should be able to colonize this world here. Perfect. Get relatively close to those guys there, so that should be able to potentially push them into a confrontation. Well, let's see.
Colonization in progress.
Ah, your new colony on Cedar Prime is located very close to our border. We will prefer if you withdraw from this frontier to avoid future conflict over where our border should be drawn. Well, we're going to say the colony is part of our future, it stays. Okay, as you can see that becomes part of that realm. One of the things I'm going to do here, this sector here, I'm actually going to manage it, and we're going to see, yes, I can actually add it to that sector, which is good. Makes my life a bit easier. If I still have a construction ship here, which I do, I can of course issue instructions to build a research station there, which again would be quite helpful for them. I can maybe do another outpost here to basically push on the borders, push them maybe southwards. Pick up another one of my ships here. Let's put that in place. An outpost here. Gives me access to some interesting resources there, which is always interesting to have. It does of course mean that in terms of influence, I will see that my numbers will drop. Okay.
Construction complete.
Let's make sure I go back to this world here, the Char Prime. Put more battleships on my list of things to gain. I'm going to have a brief chat with these guys here. Trade for some more of that minerals. Alright, that should do for the moment. And again, I'm going to basically construct more of these battleships in the meantime. Let's make sure that the battleships themselves are up to the latest design. They got the latest armor already, as you can see. If they got the latest in terms of power plants, it does look like it. Latest thrusters, latest computers, so yeah, latest everything is all on there already. One of the things I could of course do, I could actually consider building a alternative version of this. So I've got my Overlord ship here already. So let's say I'm going to basically call this my carrier. As you can see, that will be next to it. I'm going to change this design slightly to basically accommodate a hangar deck. Here also hangars, carrier core, and here I'm going to put the weapon slots, mediums on there. This instance I'm going to facilitate them with, of course, the Gauss guns. Maybe I put some point defense on there as well, just because I can. And of course, in terms of the hangar slots, I want to make sure I got the fighter wings on there. As well as, of course, a bomber wing. Okay. Here I can put some afterburners on there, just to get a bit more motion in there. But really what I need is, of course, lots of power here. Plus, of course, shields. Shields, of course, eat up quite a bit of energy.
Construction complete.
Make sure I got the latest designs and so forth on here. Perfect. So I'm going to build some carriers over here as well. If I only have enough resources for that. Okay. My main fleet should be in orbit here now. As you can see, that drops straight away. Let's put them into orbit there. Perfect. Now, this planet here actually deserves, of course, a spaceport. So I'm going to put exactly above here a spaceport. I'm going to do the same with the other one over there. Once it's fully completed, and it's almost there. It's 1 month away from being completed. Look at this.
Established.
Energy credit output is of course boosted quite nicely. Okay. Declaration of rivalry, which is fine. Of course, over here I got some nice resources at my disposal. Research stations can be built here. More research stations can be built there. But again, lots of nice resources also available here. There's a Teldar crystal. Have I already got any Teldar crystals? I do. I'm going to get access to some extra ones, which is nice. Flak battery has been completed. Building build speed can be increased. Let's do the improved fighter wing and so forth. Should be a relatively short amount of time required for that.
Construction complete.
Okay, we completed a research station there. The ship here can of course build us a military station. Really in the center of the system. I'm building that, and of course that helps in terms of the defense. Should be relatively good in terms of defense of the system. Relatively aged, the population, as you can see, 99, 95, 96 and 102. But again, their recruitment cost has increased slightly due to, of course, my having chosen certain research topics.
Construction complete.
Okay, so it looks like these guys are trying to basically push against my borders. The strong magnetic field around Cider Prime has been affecting computers on the surface recently. Odd. This effect is not merely random interference. Instead, computers are actually working more efficient than they should be. It's almost as if an outside force is helping to lend a hand. Okay. Let's upgrade this spaceport to the latest design, latest size and so forth. More solar panels on here as well. Plus we're upgrading that station as well. Good. That should help. Land armies, fleet stance is passive at the moment. Governor's increased in level, which is also good. Making sure it stays at the fastest pace here. Okay. The Oscok star system is really being pressed in terms of its borders, but they're one of my vassals, so they should be relatively fine. Let's go for the next one, which is the advanced fighter wings and so forth. But let's in the meantime actually have a look at that design. So that is the carrier design. This one here. And they've already upgraded to the latest already, which is good. Perfect. This one is a mere 3 months away from the next one. Subject integration cooldown. Nice. Just going to increase this one here, which of course gives me more leader skills. There we go. That one. Sweet. So now indeed I should be able to elect or appoint a general here. Morale and defense, army morale in general, which is this one here. Should be a good appointment to have. Of course, if I look at my actual worlds, let's look at the planets. I do have a few planets without any governors in place, like this one here. I do want to put a governor on there, so I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to recruit a brand new one, which will be, which one? The lifespan might be interesting. Yeah, let's go for the lifespan. Okay, so that's that world here. Okay. Still progressing nicely. So back to Chara Prime.
Incoming
Building one extra carrier here. Should always be welcome. And this is the Holy Atalit Empire, which is, they're my vassals, so they're willing to trade with me, which is fine. Good. So they haven't actually lost their heads as such. They're still, of course, my good and trusty vassal. So my fleet is slowly gaining strength, thanks to my continued expansion of the fleet itself. No upgrades necessary or available. Is that true? I'm not sure. I would say, yeah, okay, for these ones. Seems to be okay. Not sure, have they automatically upgraded? Maybe. Looks like it. They kind of got the latest armor already on here. Okay. Who am I to complain? Who am I to complain? So In terms of consumer goods, they got a fairly high level of consumer good consumption. Alright, let's insult these guys even further. They still got that defensive agreement with these guys here. Okay, nothing to be done at the moment, it looks like. I cannot hope to be able to push these guys into a worse situation, but I might still be able to do so by... we've received reports from Mineral Processing Hub observed on the Lambida system has been destroyed. Its significant stores of raw and processing material were jettisoned and made planetfall on F29 4413. Interesting, okay. Okay. Trade agreement with the Oscox is timed out. So let's put a new one in place. Yeah, let's do so. Well, actually, can't even do that. Research agreement are not one of the options I can actually get with my underlings anymore. Okay, let's see what we can offer them. They don't seem to want that. You can use our wormholes if you want to. Let's see what that does for you. Hopefully a little bit of good as well. And these guys here, unfortunately, have insulted me again. I'll just insult them back. Okay, so they've accepted my offer, which is good. Can I insult them further? I'm not sure. Defenders of the Galaxy helps us here, really. Hostile, pathetic. Their technology level is inferior, their fleet power is pathetic, etc., etc.
Research
Okay.
complete.
We finished some research. Core system count can be increased. Army upkeep can be reduced. Always welcome. Reduction in cost there is always good. So currently, in terms of army upkeep, I'm paying 17. Oh, okay, that's not bad. Let's insult these guys again. Kind of trigger a war with them, but it doesn't seem to be too easy.
Construction complete.
Char Prime. Build 2 more carriers. Our fleet, as you can see at the moment, got a total strength of 45, which is good. Still got reinforcements en route, which will basically upgrade them a little bit, but not as much as the original battleships would have done. Ah. Okay. Are they our rivals? No, they're not. Okay. Okay. It's this big one here. They of course had to declare war upon one of their neighbors, which is this guy here. Now let's have a look at where this guy is actually based. That's actually a pretty big neighbor that they declared war upon. So there could be quite a lot of overspill from there. And one of the unfortunate things in the game is if basically these guys are fighting each other, probably in this region here, and their ships get destroyed by fighting each other, I cannot actually pick up that debris to research it, which would be nice if I could. It just doesn't work like that.
Research complete.
Alright, let's have a look. Finished another bit of research. Army upkeep reduced. Army damage or aggressive conditioning. Frontier Hospital. A clone army. Clone vats. Energy siphon. A movie frigates or regenerative hull tissue. I want to go for the regenerative hull tissue. That seems like a very, very nice technology to have. Pretty sure I've been pushing against these guys quite strongly. Maybe not strongly enough.
Research complete.
Do I want to push even further on this side? I could do. I can build another outpost here. Do I want to though? New resource has been found. Ooh, cloud lightning. Rare technology. Cloud voids use the electric charge generated by the dense gases that make up most of their core to release bolts of burning plasma. Using the same gas composition together with a specialized conduit allows for powerful lightning weaponry. Interesting. Let's go for it. Bit of purple, rare technology is always welcome.
Construction complete.
I'm boosting this one the most, but it might be that I should really be boosting the society shortly.
Research complete.
Advanced fighter wings, bomber wings, plutonium armor, antimatter missiles. Let's go for that engineering facility here. More research capability, or better improved research capability, maybe I should say. Right, let's have a look. Increasing the game speed. Actually, looking at the clock, it's about time for us to call it a day. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to save away the game, and we're going to carry on in the next episode. In the meantime, thanks again for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll see you then. Take care. Bye-bye.